Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Monsters video. So today we have President Canine that I'm going to be doing a full review on. This is the newest ancestral monster in the game. I'm going to be doing a rank 5 level 150 review for you guys. I'm going to show you guys the best skills, the best rune setup, and everything you need to know about this monster. Hope you guys are excited. If you are, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe. Anyways, it's going to get started. Alrighty guys, so I'm sure by now a lot of you guys know that this is the newest ancestral monster in the game, and it is based off of that one legendary monster, and I think the legendary actually became a mythic later on. So Canine, literally John Canine. This is basically President Canine, and as you guys can see, he basically is an ancestral monster now, which is pretty cool. And obviously you guys can see the generation of it. We have Dark and Earth. Now, in terms of books, we have a Villain's book, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's Villain's book, right? And then that's really about it. The other ones are just for like book purposes. But I'm going to go ahead and place this. Huge thanks to Social Point, by the way, for basically sponsoring this video. They went ahead and gave me all the resources. So I want to give me a huge thank you and shout out to them. You know what I mean? Now, the egg wasn't the only thing. We have 1900 cells here, guys, which is more than enough to basically get this monster maxed out, or just enough actually to max the monster out. Also, there's going to be a QR code on the screen if you guys want to go ahead and scan that if you're playing on a computer, and easier access to the game so you can basically get in the game, grab this monster from the Conjuring event. But here we have it at rank 3. So I'm actually going to review all the traits in a second. I'm just going to max it out first, and then we're going to take a look at the traits. All right. So here we go. This is rank 4. It's cool. What's cool about this monster is that every rank up, you unlock a new trait. You know what I mean? So finally, here we go. Let's see what we have. So we have trait protection at rank 0, so protects the trait from being removed. If the enemy, no matter what they have, if they have pierce, they have whatever it is, if they try to trait disable you, they can't. They literally can't. So that means that everything else gets protected as well, not just the trait protection itself. You know what I mean? So that basically protects all these other traits that are here. Now let's see what else we have here. Immune to stun. Okay, not the greatest, but it's not bad. Can come in handy here and there. We have status caster area guard down as well for 1 turn. Okay, yeah, it says 1T, so it does 1 turn, I assume. Yeah, applies area guard down to all enemies for 1 turn. Cool. And then cold blood at rank 4. Nice. So you can bypass taunt and megataunt. And then lastly, rank 5, we have status caster area total damage reduction for 2 turns. It says 2T. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, what do you guys think of this? So you have guard down and total damage reduction as the status casters, and you have cold blood, immune to stun, and trait protection as actual traits. Now, taking a look at the final form, what do you guys think? Do you guys like the baby form better, or do you guys like this? It's kind of cool. So those drones are, I think, his robots, like his bodyguards, basically, in a way. They would kind of like follow him around and like kind of terminate anything that's like a threat, I guess. But we're getting really close to level 150 right here, guys. So we're going to go ahead and max it out just now. And let's take a look at the stats. So we have 68,224 strength, 2.1 million. That's insane. Wow. And 36,688 speed. So this is just at 100. What is extortion? Deals 15% dark damage each turn, steals 100% of the life. Oh, okay. So whatever you deal out of the 15%, you're going to steal all of that life. Cool. Okay. So the tankier the enemy, the better. But I don't think we're going to be choosing that skill because it's just a low dark damage unless he has another extortion skill. Anyways, Jaw of Justice. Moderate earth damage to all enemies. Applies soul damage reduction, sandstorm, and extortion. Oh, this one comes with extortion. There you go. I'm going to go ahead and equip that for sure. It's a cool AoE that we have there. This one removes all positive side effects from all enemies. Applies mega corruption to all enemies. And applies 100% stamina drain. Or gives 100% stamina. Enemies. Why would you give 100% stamina to everybody? I guess it helps with corruption, mega corruption. So like when the enemy is mega corrupted, they basically have the stamina, so they don't charge up. But then again, there's a chance they're going to be charging up, or they might just hit themselves. It's one of the two. But I guess the way I look at it is that he gives the stamina so that they hit themselves. You know what I mean? Not really as in like just give stamina just because. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and equip that one too. What else do we have? We have Leash of Command, which is guard down, nanovirus, and major damage reduction to all enemies. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that one. What else do we have though? We have a moderate dark damage to an enemy, applies nanovirus and mega corruption. You also have this one, which comes with 2 tortures, the sandstorm extortion. I think we already have a skill like that, except yeah, literally that. We have that. This one's better though, obviously, because it comes with total damage reduction. But I will keep, let me see. So we have one AoE skill, we have another AoE, and this one's also an AoE. So we need a single target. Yeah, let's go with this one. Now, you know, you can't go wrong with Owl of Authority if you want to go with this one. Honestly, I kind of like this over this, but it's up to you if you want to actually make the switch. I think that We should. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of this one. And plus, we get it from the status caster anyways. We get the card down from status caster. And it's just major damage reduction. It's not a full 100%. This one comes with Mega Corruption and so on and so forth. Okay, so all the other skills, not really a fan. In my opinion, these are the 4 best skills, but obviously everybody else thinks differently. Again, there are some other skills you can choose from. But in terms of skill or stamina, it's actually kind of high. Cooldowns, a bit high as well, I would say. But let's unlock this rune real quick. And before we get into runes, let's give the relics. So we have trap and we also have staff. Let me go ahead and just give it a merc staff. And then for trap, you could do something like Adderlap trap won't actually be too bad if you want to give that, if you have Adderlap trap. I actually forgot to ask Social Point to add that in. I'll do that soon though. But Adderlap trap is one of the runes you can definitely give. You could do an underworld trap or you could do a slumber trap, whichever one you want. I'll do this just because some stamina drain won't be too bad of an idea. Or actually, I'm just going to give it a slumber trap. Yeah, let's just do it. All right, now I know you guys are wondering what runes to give to this monster. So what I would do is I would mess around with speed and team speed. You just don't want to make this monster super fast unless the base is kind of open. I'll show you guys what I mean in a second. But basically, take a look at this. You could do a full speed or you can actually switch it up and do some team speeds here like this. You just want to make this monster go second because although he does have PER skills, he does not have trade tables, right? So if you go up against a Megaton like a Dale or any other Megaton monsters with like a Megaton trait, then you're kind of screwed because all your damage or your corruption and all that other abilities will basically go to waste because it's just going to go towards a Megaton monster. So you want another monster to take in the first turn to kind of like open up the path for him. So I'm actually going to give it a 2 speed. Actually, we could do... Yeah, let's do 2 speed because remember, he's an ancestral monster, right? He's one of the newest ancestral monsters and his speed is insanely high. And pairing it up with another ancestral monster from the past, yeah, we don't want to give triple speed. If he was a mythic, it would have been a different story. So a monster I would recommend pairing him up with would be Florian Malsing. Now, if you want to switch out that third monster, like instead of a Dale, you can actually go with an attacker here if you want. Like Akira would be a really good other pair up, you know what I mean? Aside from a Dale if you want to go with a Dale. So those 3 make a pretty good trio in my opinion because you have block res, you also have a unlimited extra turner attacker, but a Dale is also good to protect you just in case. So it really depends on the play, honestly. So here I'm just gonna go with this for first turn. We're gonna see how it goes, but take a look at the speed. So we have 81k, 75k. If I were to give another speed, he would have been faster than Florian, which we don't want because Florian is the one opening up the path for us here. So look, now these guys have demon, we have immune to blind, and celestial, which is immune to stun. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit him with the AoE trade disable just like that. That opens up the path for my denier here. So once my denier gets a turn here, let's say we have Owl of Authority here. So you can start off with basically Sandstorm Extortion if you want, or you could do Mega Corruption. Now if they had anything like any status casters or anything like that, you could have technically PER'd it because remember Florian didn't do it. So this monster could have done it, but it's okay. Look at that, Mega Corruption. And on top of that, all those tortures are hit too. And look, more relics are kicking in. And then what you could do is you can even stack up more tortures with your tank here. So the tank basically stacks up even more. You have a total damage reduction AoE with Sandstorm as well here, which is pretty cool. Or Nanovirus with Mega Corruption. Let's do this one actually. Sandstorm and Extortion. That is cool. Look at that. And if he had any, like if his life was down, he could have technically stolen life there if you think about it. Now we don't really have to do anything, we just give the monster its turn and he should actually die from all those tortures. If he doesn't, I was gonna say if he doesn't, he still had Mega Corruption, which would have still screwed him over. Now how does this thing work? Any ally applies corruption or Mega Corruption. Oh, look at that. So yeah, literally try to find other monsters on your team or like other monsters in the game and you can use it in your team with this monster that applies Mega Corruption. Literally. That could actually help him awaken him pretty fast. What does his awakening do anyways? Removes positive status from all enemies, applies 2-turn death countdown, and Mega Corruption. 2-turn death countdown is crazy though. Can you imagine? Dude, 2-turn death countdown is... Oh, look at that. Oh, he turned into a big dog. That's not... Oh, wow. Does it say mom on his... It does, no? It says mom with a heart on his bicep there. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, tricep. But anyways... So let me charge up here because I want to see what, yeah, obviously we know what it does, but let's just use it. So this is to all enemies, guys. So basically, ultimately, you're just, oh my gosh, the drones. That is crazy. That looked kind of scary for a second, man. But as you guys could see, Mega Corruptions were already applied, so it didn't really apply it again. But the death countdown didn't apply. So now all you really have to do is let these guys get a turn in. You don't have to do anything. They're either going to hit themselves or they're gonna keep charging up, and within the next turn or two, like they're dead. Look, she gets a turn and she's gonna die. There you go. And we're gonna do the same thing with what is it, Mandarke or something like that, or that monster's name. That monster went ahead and died as well. And again, all I'm doing here is just charging up. And once Lord Inheritor gets a turn here, he attacked himself. He tried attacking me, but it didn't work. So he attacked himself, and he still got eliminated from the death countdown. So that awakening can be pretty OP. Seriously, that could actually be pretty OP if it's not countered correctly. It's scary. You know what I mean? You can't really do anything. The only thing that could maybe counter it in a way would be like Revival SN, or if the monster had immune to control or something, and like, or you have Megaton or something. But then again, you see Florian on the side that could trade disable you, so it's kind of scary. But they can't trade disable you, which is cool because you have the trait protection. So you're basically protecting everything that you have. Although his traits aren't really the craziest, but it's still something. But yeah, it's part of the newest generation, guys. You can pick it up in the game right now through the Conjuring events. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this monster. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. Us. See you next one. Peace out.
Every time I fall in it deep, and I can't fight it.